Hello, hello students. Good morning. Today we'll learn about the mass energy equivalence. That is how to obtain the relation E is equal to mc square, where E is the energy and m is the mass and c is the velocity. It is the most famous relation of theory of relativity. And even on the undergraduate level and postgraduate level, even plus 2 level, they'll ask what is the meaning of it, and many interview they'll ask the meaning. We'll discuss how to derive the equation. To begin with, consider uh, let m be the mass of a body moving with the velocity v. Suppose a constant force acting on the body which produces a displacement of dr along the direction of the force. That means theta is equal to 0, cos theta should be cos 0 equal to 1. Therefore, then the increase in kinetic energy, that is increase in kinetic energy, nothing but small amount of increasing work. Work done is equal to what? The force into displacement, that is F dot S, F dot, sorry, dr is equal to what? F F dr cos theta or cos 0, that is equal to 1. Therefore, increase in kinetic energy is equal to F dr. Now, according to Newton's second law, the force is equal to rate of change of momentum, that is momentum is p, change in momentum, that is rate of change of momentum, right? I'm taking only the magnitude. Therefore, d by dt, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Here mass increases because initial mass is m naught. Because of the high velocity, the mass increases, right? Therefore, mass also a variable with respect to time along with the velocity. Therefore, uh, therefore what I do is I differentiate, that is F is equal to d by dt m and v. Before doing that, you have to write what is it, a sentence. Don't write like this in the examination. You have to write a sentence on this. See, let m be the mass of the body moving with the velocity v. Suppose a force acts on the body which produces a displacement dr along the line of action of the force, then the increase in kinetic energy is work done. Then add this. Right? Now this I will continue. Therefore, the force is equal to here u into v, right? Therefore, I am keeping this m, differentiate with respect to t, plus you keep v, differentiate m with respect to t. Got it? Therefore, this f I will substitute here, or this f I will substitute here. Therefore, dk is equal to, in place of f you write m dv by dt plus v dm by dt and dr. Don't forget to write dr here. Now multiply inside, dk is equal to m dv by dt and dr plus v dm by dt into dr. I'll exchange this m dr by dt dv plus v dr by dt into dm. This is increase in kinetic energy. Displacement by time is nothing but velocity. M into v dv plus again v. Again displacement time is again velocity dm. Therefore m v dv plus v into v square dm is equal to dk. This is the first equation, right? The first equation I got. When a body here, when a body is accelerated from rest, this is initial mass is m. When a body accelerates from rest and reaches the velocity v, here initial velocity 0, velocity v, the mass increases to m. Then the corresponding change in mass is equal to m. Hence, therefore, total kinetic energy just you are written like this. Therefore, what is the total kinetic energy? Total kinetic energy is equal to, integrate this from m0 to m. Okay. Here I substitute this m0 m mv dv plus v square dm. Okay. Now you know the relation here. You know the relation. What is m? M is equal to m0. This is relativistic mass. m0 is equal to square root of 1 minus v square by c square. Squaring both the side, m square is equal to m0 square divided by 1 minus v square by c square. Cross multiply, m square is equal to 1 minus v square by c square is equal to m0 square. Then I am taking here LCM, c square v square is equal to m0 square. Cross multiply, m square c square minus v square is equal to m0 square c square, right? Therefore, I'll write here, therefore, m square c square multiply inside minus m square v square is equal to m0 c square, right? Now, m0 is the constant, c is also a constant. I am going to differentiate this. If you differentiate, what you'll get? I'll take differential of m square c square minus differential of m square v square into differential of m0 c square. This is 0, you'll get it. Because m0 is a constant, this is also constant. This is u into v, here also u into v. See here, c is constant. Therefore, I'll take out c square into d m square minus d m square v square is equal to 0. Now, c square, what do you get? Mass is a variable, therefore 2m dm here. Put the bracket here, u into v, that is I am keeping m square, differentiate v square, therefore what? 2v dv, again keeping v square constant, differentiate m square, therefore 2m dm equal to 0. Therefore, divide throughout by 2m, because 2 here also 2m goes, here 2m goes, therefore c square dm minus m has already gone, 2 also is gone, mv dv again v square into dm equal to 0, or you send that side, therefore you get m v dv plus v square dm equal to c square dm, right? This is equation 2. See, just you compare this, see what you have got, just compare this two. dk is equal to what you write, m v dv, this I am going to substitute here dk, right? This is same as what, dk I am going to substitute, therefore total kinetic energy is equal to integral of m naught m, dk is what, dk is equal to c square dm, c is the constant, you take it out, c square constant, therefore m naught and m dm. You know, differential of dx, integration of dx is equal to x, right? Here upper and lower limit is there some constant, therefore here since it's a definite integral, k is equal to c square, integration of dm is equal to m, upper limit and lower limit, I'll substitute here, that what will get, c square m minus m naught, therefore k is equal to m c square minus m naught c square. Therefore what you get is just you bring this side, k plus m naught c square is equal to m c square. This is relativistic kinetic energy of a particle, and this is rest energy, or you can call proper energy. Therefore this is the total energy, therefore the total, this is also called E naught, rest energy or E naught. Therefore the total energy is equal to m c square, that is kinetic energy plus rest energy. This is what, kinetic energy and rest energy. Okay, therefore we got the expression E is equal to mc square, and this E is called relativistic energy or total energy of the particle having relativistic mass. Therefore this from this you can say this is the relation states that mass can be converted to energy, energy can be converted into mass, and vice versa. Now here this entire equations, just you put it on line, you rewrite again and fill it in only one page, do practice several times. See, again I will tell you, the initial description is very important for you, right? This initial descriptions is necessary, then you have to show the work, how whatever you are describing you write it in the form of equation, mathematical form, then do the simplifications or derivations in different way. 2-3 times you practice, finally end up here. See, normally they'll ask you in the examination for this is about 4 marks or 5 marks. How the question will be? Write down the expression for the relativistic mass of a particle moving with a velocity v in terms of its rest mass. That means you have to write down the expression, not deriving. They ask write down the expression. It may ask for 2 marks or 1 or 2 marks, But after writing the expression, you have to tell what is the meaning of this. This is the rest mass, this is relativistic mass, and V is the velocity, and C is the velocity of light. All the things you have to describe. Writing an expression 1 mark, describing the terms 1 mark they'll ask you. Don't write unit and all, is not required. And again what? Establish the relation means what? You have to derive the equation. Therefore, this sometimes they may ask you for 5 mark, 1 plus 4 mark for the derivation. And you need not show it so detailed way, because I have written in a very detailed way, but you have to finish it in 4 minutes. You have to finish this derivation. And one beauty of it is, here the same question they have asked in IAS 2004, question 3A, marks 20 marks. Some references physics reporter, one of the student I gave, for 20 marks they have asked. I don't know, and many of the interview they'll ask all this. Therefore, it is necessary to write and remember 2-3 times wherever you go. Don't forget it another for 4-5 years till you settle in a job. Thank you. Any suggestions you can always tell, and go through the different notes, college notes or YouTube, and any suggestion you can always contact me through the phone or send the message. Thank you.